me? It's not like we want to buy anything. Oh, hello.
Salve again, friend. How is it? Oh,
Yeah, sorry, I'm busy. Oh, there you are. Hello, Quidio.
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta what?
I believe you're the priestess.
fortune
my.
smile on you, brother.
I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming.
She seems like she just looks like she saw like a ghost.
However, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
I'm sorry, what should I have done?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
Okay, how did you end up
No,
here?
I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
Stranger dragged me out of the river unconscious and sent me here.
I wonder if... No.
What were you gonna
I
say?
apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived?
Yeah, no, they all say the same thing.
I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see. Good. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen.
I mean, I've already noticed a pattern.
You have? Then what is it?
Some of you mentioned a river.
Yes. I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else?
No, I've noticed more than that.
There are definitely some. Keep asking people how they wound up here. Livia's fate.
Got a lot to do with the fire.
And dictates we.
Okay, fine. I'm just gonna spam click how some people got here.
What?
Okay, yeah, you don't dually.
Hello.
Yes, we have. I'll be going now. Can I open your locked?
Hello.
Okay, Dooley, I need you to stop talking to me, okay? Okay, who have we not asked their story? Dooley's note? I did not do it, okay? You know what? Very compelling evidence. Thank you, Dooley. Oh, you do. Why would you need the golden bow? Is there something up here? Yeah, there is. A chest. Oh, with 1,000 gold in it. Thank you. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Ulpis killed Centennia. He might have done it. I mean, it's not impossible, right? Okay, we'll talk to the priestess afterwards. I want to see what this loot is over here. Because we came in here before. We couldn't make any progress because I didn't have this bow. Okay, we did step in the fire. Let's not do that next time. I'm trying to remember which way it is. I think it's down here. Oh, loaf of bread. Steal item. Steal it from who? Nobody lives here, I think. Okay, that's the slums. Not what we're looking for right now. I know you have some loot. Bottle of wine. I think we have like 3 bottles of wine now, if I'm remembering correctly. I think you have loot in you too. No, you ain't got shit. Okay. Keep on going. Yeah, this is actually a different vine than the one we saw. Roman plaque. Okay, we've got a Roman plaque. Wooden carving, symbol of a fish. Oh, this is the Christian shrine they were talking about. How is the door locked on both sides? How the hell does that happen? Okay, leave me the hell out of here. It seemed it had like a plaque. I have no idea what the plaque is for. So I guess that's what all this was for. Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute into the lines of by lines with you cultist. Okay, get me out of here. So that's all. There was a plaque. That was a reward. We'll keep on just spam asking like where people came from, their stories. Got the busts. Oh, it's locked. If stealing is wrong, then why would you lock your stuff?
Shiny.
Wait, no, Fabi, I've asked. Oh, Jesus Christ. I've asked you your story, right? Okay. Okay. Get me out of here. I've talked to you before. Did I ask you how you got here? These architecture. See if there's anything. Okay.
Nice.
Thank you, Virgil. Do I know how you got here? Okay, we've already asked you. I feel like I've talked to like everybody about their story.
Don't you just love springtime?
I definitely asked Glacius or Galerius, right? Yeah. Okay, thank you. I don't know if she's high. I think it's just that her character model's a little bit fricked up.
Oi! How did you get it? What now? And I... What?
Okay, you have nothing new to add. Do you have anything to say? I think we already basically said everything we want with you.
Did you just scale the wall to my villa somehow? I must remember how well.
Okay, you're Quincius. One eye. We've already had this conversation before. Okay, so we don't have anything.
Don't. How could you possibly?
You're gonna send. I can know all your secrets because I know the future.
Nonsense. This is nonsense. I don't know how you know about my plans, but I'm absolutely sure Sentius is involved somehow. And now, I'm going to enjoy watching Domitius kill him even more. Now, get out of here. You outstayed your very limited welcome.
Yeah, okay, are you gonna reset or are you still mad at me? You still look mad
Out
at
of
me.
my...
Fine, fine. I don't think there's anything new to say. We've talked to you. I guess we can talk to the magistrate. I don't know if he has anything new to say. Euplus, we've... I did not ask you yet. Again, I'm just gonna skip through this. Memory lapse.
All right.
I don't know. I'm guessing. I mean, a lot of people escape through the fire.
Harvey.
Hello, magistrate. I don't know if I talked to your daughter about stuff yet. Do I even know where she is? I don't think I know where she is. Shouldn't be that far away. Oh, there you are. Hello, Centennia. Okay, never mind. We've already talked to you. Okay, so we're going to talk to Centennius.
We're finally alone.
Okay, had this conversation before.
Seems.
What is your story?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus. It's a cavalry. As magic.
Okay, how do you end up here? Stranger, how to become magistrate. I know we're skipping through this,
Thank you.
and I apologize for that, but I want to... Okay, so I think that's all we need. That's 3 similarities, which is usually in video game speak enough for what you need. Okay, Quidia. I've gotten 3 points of commonality.
Oh,
Okay.
and did you notice anything?
I have. People mentioned memory lapses.
True. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. What else?
And people have asked about a stranger on the riverbed.
Yes, I also had such an encounter. It's as I feared. I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through. Let me ask you this. Did you happen to encounter a stranger in the forest before you arrived here?
Yes, I did. A young woman.
And did you happen to catch her name?
I did not.
I see. And was this stranger by any chance wearing a hood?
She was wearing a hoodie. How could you have known that?
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think you should see. I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
Oh, I like where this is going. Alright, I'll meet you in the baths.
Don't follow too closely. We can't have people thinking we're bathing together.
Yeah, I'll meet you in the baths afterwards.
Hello?
No, I don't, Dooley, I don't need to talk to you. You've got something that I need. You have like a key, and I need to figure out how to get Galerius elected so he can let you out. Oh no, the assassin! Wait, where's he? Wait, is the assassin already dead in this timeline? Oh, he is. Oh, okay. Get the bounty notice, take item. Wait, does it mean I have 2 of those bounty items now? Bottles of wine, 2 bounty. Yeah, I'm taking multiples. That's okay. Okay. The assassin's already dead. Well, that's nice. Well, for good, at least the game isn't one that you jump apart and end up with the main character becoming the enemy. Half of your team is death. Okay. Quidia. Hello, hello. You know, I'll swim. I mean, I don't even know what this is down here glowing. Actually, is there anything in here? Like, is there, hello?
All right, you're here. You were asking how I knew the young woman you met by the river was wearing a hood. Here, look down at the bottom of the baths. It's a little hard to make out in this light. If only we could see. Oh, what a marvelous lamp.
Thank you, thank you.
Do you see it? Somebody waking up by a river in a forest to find a hooded figure with a coin. It's just as you described it. Only, I think I know who that stranger
It's the...
is. Charon, the ferryman of the dead.
He's also a really good merchant in Hades.
Charon, who, in exchange for the right coin, helps the souls of the newly deceased cross the Styx, the river that separates the land of the living from the land of the dead.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, but all I found was some loose change.
There are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. But, on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were.
I'm so sorry, my friend. I'm so sorry.
Am I dead?
I take it you know what this means.
Is this place the Underworld?
I'm afraid so. It's all starting to make sense. All these people whose last memory was running from the fires toward the river. It seems none of them escaped with their lives after all. Perhaps we should be grateful they don't remember their final moments. It also tells us that the Golden Rule is the work of Pluto, the god of the underworld, and why his epithet has always been Father of Riches. I know it's a lot to take in, and you look as if you have questions, so I'll try to answer them if I can.
So we're dead.
That was my first thought too. In the old stories, the Underworld was where the souls of the deceased were taken. But it was also possible for the living to reach it without dying, if they were particularly fearless. So I'm afraid I don't know.
Okay, what can you tell me about Sharon?
Oh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting you're not from here. If you were Roman,
I
or
mean,
even Greek,
I'm
you would
mostly
know
like an
these stories.
archaeologist.
Each of them is slightly different, whether the storyteller was Plato, Homer, Virgil, or Ovid. But they always involved the souls of the dead meeting a grim ferryman named Charon on the bank of a river. It was said that he'd help the new arrival cross, only if they could pay him with a coin, an obol. That's why it was once our custom to bury our loved ones with a coin in their mouths. Charon's obol, we called it. Of course, an obol was a kind of Greek coin, because we inherited this knowledge from the Greeks.
Okay. Why didn't you all recognize Sharon
To
immediately?
be fair, the ferryman isn't exactly as the poets described, and he, she, they seem to appear to different people in different guises. You say you saw a young woman with a hood, and I once heard Kabash mention a stranger in a ram headdress named Kerti, and Rufius described meeting a stranger named Kumut Tabal wearing an eagle headdress. But whatever form this stranger took, they were always wearing a hood of some sort, and their name always began with a K sound. I suspect the only way you'll solve this riddle is if your paths cross again.
Why are there so few people in the Underworld?
Good question. Let's see. In the stories, Charon would always require a coin as payment for passage across the river, but that never made any sense to me. What does an ancient immortal being need with coins? In our case, it seems Charon didn't take the coins we had. He or she merely checked we had one in our possession. So, maybe there's something special about the coins each of us had on us. That might explain why we wound up here, but so many others did not.
Okay. Were you trying to keep this from me?
No. I mean, I had my suspicions, especially after Livia's ramblings, but I would never have figured it out without your help, I promise you.
Okay. That is all the questions I had.
Now that we know where we are, we have to figure out what to do about it, if we don't want to be cast into gold for eternity. We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the Underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas, a Trojan hero. Hercules was able to leave the Underworld because he cowed its god with his strength. Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on their wits instead. They persuaded the goddess of the Underworld, Proserpina, to help them escape. And finally, Aeneas was able to escape with the help of a spirit guide, who led him through a secret gate. So it seems you have 2 options: to confront the god of the Underworld head-on, or find a way to escape with the help of Proserpina or some other guide.
Yeah, let me just fight God. I noticed you seem uncomfortable calling the god of the Underworld by his name. Why is
All
that?
Romans try to avoid saying it, and the reason is quite simple. He might hear us. You may refer to him as Pluto, if you wish, but you'll only be calling attention to yourself. Do so at your own peril.
I'm gonna say Pluto all the goddamn time. He's my favorite Mickey Mouse character. Tell me more about confronting Pluto head on.
Is everyone so blunt where you're from? Oh. That option would be the boldest, but also the only way to learn the truth about the Golden Rule, and maybe even put an end to it. As I said, Hercules managed to overpower the god of the Underworld, but he was a...
Oh, excuse me.
Forgive my candor, but you are no
Be
Hercules.
Hercules. Hercules couldn't manipulate time or turn organic matter into gold.
Are you telling me that you can?
Yeah, I
won't
can.
pretend to understand exactly what that means, but if that's true, then perhaps you stand a chance. So, if you want to confront him, I'll help you as much as I can. Who knows? Perhaps your name will be uttered in the same sentence as Hercules one day.
Oh, probably.
First, you'd need an audience with you-know-who, and for that, you'll need to enter the great temple overlooking the city. The problem is, the door has been sealed shut for as long as I've lived here, and there doesn't even seem to be a keyhole. I suspect the answer lies in the desecrated obelisk in front of it. I'm not sure if you noticed, but there are four
I got one of the
plaques from
plaques.
its base. It looks as though somebody, or a series of somebodies, forcibly removed them, and in doing so, dishonored and
I got one of them. I got one of the four.
Recover and replace all four of those missing plaques. I imagine he might be willing to receive an audience again.
Okay, tell me about the obelisk.
Towering stone monument with four sides and a pyramid-shaped head that stands before the great temple, a dedication to the god of this place.
How the hell am I supposed to find
You
all
them
these?
all over Rome, but of course they were looted from Egypt many years ago. It seems one of them made its way here too, although how is a mystery. However,
They even found one in Washington, D.C. It's crazy.
each of the four sides is decorated in a different style: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and another I don't recognize. That means you'll need to recover four different plaques: Roman, Greek, Egyptian, and a fourth, a mystery plaque.
Okay, where can I find the Greek
I
plaque?
don't know. But perhaps you should begin your search with the local Greek fellow, Georgius. His store is in the forum.
I guess our goal is that we gotta fight God. Where can I find the Egyptian plaque?
Perhaps Kabash, our Egyptian resident, will be able to tell us.
Oh, thank you.
Unfortunately, he disappeared weeks ago. But I did hear Aurelia is peddling rumors about him at the tavern, so perhaps you could talk to her, or just take a look in his room.
What about the mystery plaque?
I'm afraid you're on your own with that one, but perhaps finding the other three will illuminate the way.
Okay, well, thank you. Tell me about escaping with the help of Prosperia or a
As I
guide.
mentioned, both Orpheus and Sisyphus were said to have persuaded Proserpina to help them escape, and Aeneas was guided to the exit. The problem is, those are the stories of a poet, a self-aggrandizing king, and a brawler about their own heroic deeds.
I should play God of War at some point.
With a grain of salt. First, Proserpina. What we do know about her is, well, it's a grim tale. It's said the god of the Underworld abducted and dragged her here against her will, forcing her into marriage. If the stories are true, then I suppose so. The problem is, how do we communicate with her without being noticed by her captor? Leaving that aside for a moment, there is also the possibility of a spirit guide. I don't suppose you've come across one of those in your travels?
I hear the female statues whispering to me every now and then.
And you're only bringing this up now? Then again, I suppose you were worried I'd think you were as mad as Navia. Can you tell me more? Is it the same voice? What kinds of things?
I mean, it told me to
does
talk
say?
to you. It's always the same voice, and she's always helpful, if a little cryptic.
Fascinating. Perhaps she's a benevolent spirit, or perhaps, perhaps you're hearing the voice of Proserpina herself. If she has indeed been abducted, it would make sense for her to speak in cryptic whispers to avoid detection. Tell me, has she told you anything that might lead you to the way out?
Not yet.
Oh, I see. Well, let me know if you hear anything that might be a thread through this labyrinth.
Okay, well, I think I'm ready to get started.
I would suggest not discussing this with anyone. The best we can do for them is to let them remain oblivious for as long as possible.
Okay, you got it.
As for Livia, it seems she's been shouldering the weight of this terrible secret all this time. Perhaps it would comfort her to know she's not alone.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm gonna look for the Greek plaque first.
In any case, time may fortuna.
Okay, well, thank you. Let's go, let's go. Hey, golden man, get out of get out of my way. Boop, boop. Wade against the current. Don't really know what you mean by that, but that's okay. So Dooley's actually a quest marker? Why would Dooley be a quest marker? Unless I have two different quests open. Find the Greek plaque. Ask Dooley about the Greek plaque. Ask Georgius about the Greek plaque. Okay. Gorgeous. Do you know whether there may or may not be a plaque?
You look well, my sir. Hello.
Do you know where I might find a Greek plaque?
And in a city full of Romans, you are asking me? Because I am Greek. Let me tell you something about Greeks and Romans. My name is Georgios, yes. But the Romans, they do not care. They hear me say Georgios, and they think, ah, he must mean Georgius. Good Roman name. They do this all the time. They see us worshipping Zeus, they copy us, but call him Jupiter. They take Hades and call him Pluto, Persephone, Proserpina. I am flattered that they copy our ideas, but why must they change the names? Do they want credit for making it all up? Do they want to forget where it came from? At first, I pull my hair out.
You did good job at that.
I become Georgius the Roman. I accept the world is Roman. Plus, I have no hair left to pull. But my point is this. If you want to know who stole an old Greek name, look no further than the sticky-fingered Romans. The plague you seek was pilfered from a collection of old
Dooley?
Greek by none other than Dooley. He cannot help it. Like a typical Roman, he likes shiny things, especially those that once belonged to my people. And besides, it makes him happy. So I say, let him keep it. I believe he still has it with him, in his cell, just opposite the Temple of Demeter.
Okay, well, thank you.
I hope that our paths cross.
Okay, Dooley. Dooley, I need to talk to you, okay?
A golden bow.
Don't look at my bow, okay? I'm not going the right way to talk to Dooley. Okay, Dooley, I need your plaque, okay? Like, I know you might not be happy with it. Oh, it's right there. It's staring me right in the face.
Hello.
Dooley, I need your plaque.
Do you like it? It's shiny, innit? It makes me happy just looking at it.
I'm sorry, Dooley. Can I have it?
But if I gave it to you, then I wouldn't have it anymore, and I'd be sad.
Okay, what would it take for you to give it to me?
Well, if you get me out of here, then I wouldn't need.
Okay, so you want me out of here?
Like.
Okay, I knew we already needed to do this. What if I just, like, took it from you?
But I don't think.
Okay, well, so we need. I can't just just like sneak it past the bars. Like I could sneak that. Fine, whatever. Do I know? Do I look at the other ones now? Find the Greek one. Let's see. What about the Egyptian plaque? We gotta talk. No, Aurelia hates me. Aurelia hates me. So, if Aurelia hates me, what if it just, like, turned her into gold? You know what I mean? Like, what? No. I mean, I prefer not having to... I prefer not to have to restart. Otherwise, we're gonna have a lot of stuff we're going to need to get done. Or is it, or check his apartment. Hey, Livia. Oh, you're Olivia!
The ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, but it doesn't.
Okay. I figured out I know where we are.
Speak its name.
We're in the Underworld.
Then it is true. I was right.
Yes, you are right. You were.
I thought I saw it, but when the rest of them could not, I kept thinking I must have gone insane. I had to tell myself it was true over and over again, until I wasn't sure if I was deceiving myself. I must apologize if my words seem cryptic. I'd found comfort in reciting the metamorphoses by our great poet Ovid.
Yeah, that's the book where the guy turns into a big cockroach, right?
Description of this place. I cannot help but wonder if he himself came here. Would you like to hear it?
Yeah, okay. Sure.
I will do my best to remember the relevant verse. There is a downward path.
Can you at least look at me, Livia?
Yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions. The sluggish Styx exhales vapor, and by that way, the shadows of the newly dead descend, entombed with full rites, and the ghosts of those, at last, given proper burial. The wide, thorny waste is cold and pallid, and the newly arrived shades are ignorant of the road that leads to the Stygian city, where Black Dis has his cruel palace. As the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls, and is never too small for any populace, nor notices the crowds that come. There the bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives. And still others incur punishment. I hope I have done it justice, and now we share a secret. It's as if you've lifted a great burden from my shoulders. Thank you, friend. I think I should rest.
Yeah, you do that.
Hilarious.
Horatius? Looking a bit troubled there.
Wow. Isn't that a big
You might have some issues there.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
You still hate me, right?
From what I hear,
Oh,
nobody
do us all
saw
a
it coming. Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry about things you can't control.
Okay, let me see if you can find
I keep thinking,
beer vat.
what if
for
there
my
is
money.
something I can do? What if she's out there somewhere suffering, waiting to be found?
Sounds like you're torturing yourself.
I
Leave
could
that to
steal
the
her
gods.
key.
Try to relax. Get some rest. Tomorrow's a new
I
day.
think we kind of need... Do we have to restart this run?
Wow. Isn't that a big long bow?
Oh, I'm glad you noticed. Virgil's chest.
Hilarious.
I gotta figure out which...
Horatius? Looking a bit troubled there.
I think they got themselves stuck into...
I haven't slept right 3 weeks.
This would be the third key. I don't need 3 of these keys.
What I hear, nobody saw it coming. Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry about things you can't control.
Livia, she's got a single dollar.
I keep thinking, what if there is something I can do?
You have anything in here?
There's somewhere suffering, waiting to be found.
45 gold.
Torturing yourself. Leave that
Okay,
to the
where
gods.
is his
Try to
apartment?
relax. Get some rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Okay, nice little bed.
I suppose you're right.
Is this someone's house? Does anyone live here? I'm gonna go with no on that. Okay, this is not where I want to be at all.
Hilarious.
Horatius? Looking a bit troubled there.
They're just stuck in the same conversation over and over and over again.
Don't be too hard. on
Where
yourself.
is his
From
apartment?
what I hear, nobody saw it coming. Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry about things you can't control.
Yeah, but I keep
Okay, let's
thinking,
go up here for a second.
there is something I can do. What
I
if
don't know which hello, can you open this door?
Sounds
You little
like
statues, no?
Leave that for the gods. Try to relax. Get some rest. Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah, this is Rufius's house.
suppose you're right.
Well, isn't that an
What is it,
impressive trinket?
Okay, what's your story? I don't think you have anything to tell me.
Men's black. I don't see why not.
Don't you just love springtime?
Okay, commoner.
Of course. All right.
Okay, so we have a list of everyone who lives here. Citizen register. Okay, where does he live? He lives in the slums. So he lives around here somewhere. But which house is his house? That's Wait, a poem by Galerius? Wait, no, we've read that before. But which house is his house? Stop having the same conversation, I swear to God. I mean, this is, yeah, but it's definitely not over here, right?
Anyway, I thought you Stoics weren't supposed to worry about things you can't control.
Does anyone know where this man lives?
What if there is something I can do? What if she's out there somewhere suffering, waiting to be found?
I have no idea. I don't know where that man lives. Yeah, we got cabbages. We got a goat. Goats are... Wait. We have to turn these into egg. We have to turn these into golden eggs. You're not the golden bow. You're the golden bow. I don't know what the golden goose eggs are supposed to do. But clearly we need them for something. Okay, so that's been accomplished. No, I don't need anybody to Google it. We gotta find this out ourselves. And now that we have the golden goose eggs.
Salve.
Hey, hello, Virgil. You know what? We're going to have to restart this run. But I want to find out what she has in her chest. Also, we need to talk to her, right? So it kind of sucks that we've got to do this. We kind of need to...
Horatius?
Stop talking, idiots.
Troubled there.
Unless you want me to slip some hemlock into your next drink. Get out!
Don't be too hard on yourself. From what I hear...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Run! Go! 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 Do these do damage to you? No, they don't. Run away! Get me out of here! Okay, you're on your way. Okay, I turned in the gold. Not great. Okay, continue from last save. I think the saves are just from whatever your conversations are. Who's the last person we talked to? Actually, remember who the last person we talked to. We're gonna do that because I think we need to take her diary, and we get 2,000 gold, so that at least buys us a little bit of time. Because we have one of the tablets. Dooley has a tablet we can't do anything with. We can't talk to Revelia because she won't do anything with us. Because I told her that she's a horrible person. Which, I mean, you know, to be fair, you know, someone comes up, if someone you've never met before is like, hey, by the way, you fucking suck. I can understand, you know, that's kind of getting off on the wrong foot. But we need to take her stuff anyways, and also we need to wait about 1,000 years for this to load. That's just how this works, right? 1,000 years. There we go. Just have a little. If you got a drink, take a little sip. Delicious. Delightful. Okay, so again, we're gonna take. Okay, is this before or after we talk to Livia?
Friend, you have given me hope.
Okay, so yeah, we just need to
Still no sign of Scintilla.
once again steal her shit.
My money.
Don't be...
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay, go, 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 go! We're just gonna keep jumping. Okay, we got shot once, that's okay. Where is the good loot? I think it's back there. Ow. Oh, shit! No! Okay, I was hoping we could get that loot as well. Okay, continue from last save again. Okay, well, we're just gonna wait a bit again for the save. For the save. Hey, wait, there we go. It actually worked out pretty quickly there.
Horatius? Looking a bit troubled there. Great temple up there.
Maybe it's not.
You stay away from my money.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
That doesn't open. Go, 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 go. Do a couple jumps. Cool. Do a couple jumps. Would do it. Would do it. Would do it. Serpentine. Serpentine. Okay. Centennius. Okay, he's gonna turn into a skeleton. Okay, yeah, just put us back to the Star Trek portal. Well, we have her letter. I don't even know what it actually is. Her diary. Dear diary, today I'm celebrating. I made the easiest 1,000 I ever made, selling a way out to Desperate Fool. Of course, may not have been the way she was hoping, but hemlock still counts. I'll teach her insulting my hair, since I didn't break the golden rule. Works again. Another 1,000 richer thanks to Lupus and his desperation to escape. Of course, very little to spend money here on. Having a little thrill. And he promised that for Civ and Tribute, I'll be able to move to Old Centennius Village once he's vacated. How he plans to achieve that, I wouldn't say, but still. Okay, apparently, okay. Yeah, put it back in normal vision. This seems to me... I don't know why there's a blank page. Hello, Galerius.
But how did you... Alright, of course. I'll make...
Okay, thank you. Okay, there's another 2 grand gone. But that is okay. I need you to tell me...
Oh, you... And, there's a... What? Let's just...
Yeah, okay, we don't care about that. I'm looking for a Kabash. Have you seen him?
Not for a few weeks now. Last time I saw him, he was sitting at a I remember because they kept looking over their shoulders as if they didn't want anyone else
so
to know.
George might know.
Naturally, I hovered.
I hovered.
The one word I kept hearing was vanishing. And then, the next day, Kabash just disappeared.
Sisyphus. Attack
Coincidence?
or pursue the stone.
Okay, well, thank you, Aurelia. Where is Livia? Hey, Livia.
Just a... But then...
Sure. I can skip it. There we go. Okay, Livia, welcome back to the, gonna go back to this quest for now. Wait, what's Divine Intervention? Okay. I'm gonna go back to Gorgias, which I believe he should be around here somewhere. How much money do I actually have? I have 5,000, so I actually have more money now than the first time I paid him.
Lucretia, no time to explain. I'm supposed to give you the Sylphium resin for Yulia.
What?
Okay. Hey, I need to talk. Don't get stuck in the barrels again. Okay. I'm looking for Kabash, and I heard you were one of the last people to see him.
I knew this day would come. I do not wish to lie to you, my friend, but even discussing this matter is...
I'm guessing that's the assassin getting absolutely fucking destroyed by the temple. You can trust me. We foreigners had to stick together, remember?
Very well, but the magistrate would not look kindly upon this, so please keep it to yourself. For several months now, I have been sneaking out at night to worship the gods of my ancestors in the temple of Demeter. Each day, I leave offerings of food in the hope that we may have a bountiful harvest, and yet the next day when I return, the food is missing.
How is that a problem?
The offering, it is symbolic, you see. It is never eaten. So I ask, who or what is devouring the food in this temple? Stranger still. Once I sat in front of my shop like the 100-eyed Argus until dawn to see if I could spot a thief going in. But do you know what I saw?
I have no idea.
Nothing. Nobody entered. And yet when I went to take a look, my offering was gone. It is bizarre, is it not? When I told my friend Kabash of this at the tavern, he offered to help investigate. He went in, and to my dismay, he was never seen again.
Okay, I'm gonna go find him
I
then.
think you should pursue this, my friend. It would break my heart.
I will find him.
Strike me as a kind of
Gorgeous,
person
I'm a man of word. I'm a man of honor.
Just be careful. I beg you.
I have the golden bow. They cannot stop me. I don't know where the temple is though. Find the Greek plaque. Okay. So you are this temple. I don't think we've been in here yet. Is it locked? Hello? Greek statue, goddess. Oh, there's a very clearly visible little escape tunnel. Oh, and it's leading us to a new area. What might we discover? What might we discover? It is loading. We'll be there soon. We'll be there soon. Maybe. Okay. I'm gonna pull out my bow for now. My golden bow. Got a lyre. Hello? Is anybody here? Oh, hello, old man. The Greek plaque will translate to the many substances into the one.
Come and join me by the fire.
Hello, stranger.
Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name?
I'm Anthnwam.
It's a sincere pleasure to meet you. Tell me, what brings you all the way down here?
I'm looking for a Kabash.
Ah, Kabash. I know this man. He came through here some weeks ago. I will tell you everything I know, but first, a request. I've been living down here alone for many years.
Why don't you just go back up?
Nobody to talk to but myself. The one thing I long for above all else before I die is a good philosophical argument with somebody astute.
Am I astute? Oh, that's nice.
That person is you. Let us find out with this simple question. Have you deduced the name of the god responsible for the golden?
Yeah, it's Plato. Plato, god of the Underworld.
Excellent. I see you are indeed quite astute. Very few come to that realization before their time in the sun is over. Now, will you join me in a friendly Socratic dialogue?
It sounds easy enough.
Then let me begin with a question. Would you say you know the difference between right and wrong?
Yes.
And to what extent? In every situation?
In most situations.
So, you're not entirely confident. That is quite sensible. Indeed, I'm reminded of something Socrates once said. To paraphrase, better to know that you know nothing than to know nothing and think that you know. It is because knowledgeable people have learned enough to know they know very little in the broader scheme of things. You see, out there in the world, being uncertain about right and wrong was acceptable because our mistakes rarely had consequences. So we would tell lies and bend rules and turn a blind eye and rationalize, and yet still find a way to think of ourselves as good people. But under the golden rule, morality matters. The slightest wrongdoing could result in a mass execution. So to navigate this maze, we would have to be certain about the difference between right and wrong. Wouldn't you agree?
Whose version of right and wrong?
That is an excellent question, and it leads directly to my next line of inquiry. So let me ask you this. Is there one system of morality which is always perfectly correct, which you could follow in every situation and always do the right thing?
So there one system of morality that's always perfectly correct. No, I don't think so.
Are you sure? Or is it possible that humans simply haven't figured out the right system yet?
I think there's no such thing as correct morality.
So is it up to each of us to decide what right and wrong mean to us individually? Or must we simply follow the laws and customs of whichever community we're in?
I think we need to decide for ourselves.
So if a man feels that stoning to death his unfaithful wife is right, then is it right?
No, that's absurd.
I agree. But why? Didn't you just say right and wrong depends on the individual?
If he feels like it's right to kill his wife, then he's confused or sick.
I see. So you get to decide right from wrong. The people who see things differently...
I'm the main character. See, that's what makes me different.
What makes you special?
I see what you mean,
And that's
but...
credit to you. It is the mark of a civilized person to change their position when presented with a superior argument.
What's your point?
My point is this. I don't think anyone alive truly knows any hard and fast rules about right and wrong.
Okay,
if there
sure.
is one thing I have observed about rules, it is that virtuous people do not need them, and evil people will always find a way around them. And so we must accept our limitations, and the sad truth that no human society will ever achieve the utopia for which it strives. In mathematics, we would call it an asymptote, a line that can be approached but never reached. Because the only way to create a utopia is with the ever-present threat of force, such as the Golden Rule. This and no other is the root from which a tyrant springs when he first appears as a protector. And life under tyranny is no utopia at all.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear that. In any case, thank you for humoring an old man. I would be happy to answer your questions.
What is your
I
story?
mean, how did I end up living alone in this cave with nothing but these relics of the past for company? It's a long story.
Okay, never mind then.
Ah, very well.
I'm looking, do you know where I can find a plaque that was removed by an obelisk?
The plaque bearing the Egyptian inscription.
Yes.
It is a cursed object, and I would be happy to give it to you, if Kabash had not already.
Okay, where's Kabash?
I will tell you, but you may find him hostile. To prepare for your encounter, there are certain things you must know. Very few know this, but before the Romans came to this city, it was once entirely Greek. The architecture, the temples, and the people. When the Romans came, in typical fashion, they claimed it as their own, built over everything that could be built over, and renamed the things that could not. Thus, the shrine of Persephone became the shrine of Proserpina. And when they found an obelisk bearing the name Hades, they tore it off and replaced it with Pluto instead. And the city's dwindling Greek residents, witnessing this compulsive Roman conquest, decided to preserve what they could of their heritage. They gathered their art and valuables, secreted them away through the Temple of Demeter, and hid them here, out of reach of the Romans.
Okay, what's it got to do with Kabash?
I'm getting to that. You see, it was among these old Greek relics that I found the thing you seek. An even older plaque bearing an Egyptian inscription.
Okay, how did that get
I had
here?
no idea until years later, when the first of my friends began to die. As a result of their deaths, we began to dig catacombs branching off from this cavern to lay them to rest. We extended the tunnel so far that we accidentally discovered another, an even older tunnel, which somebody had gone to great lengths to keep hidden. Suddenly it made sense why there was an out-of-place Egyptian plaque among our people's possessions. You see, we proud Greeks had thought the Romans beasts for stealing and corrupting our heritage. But it turns out this game has been going on much longer than any of us imagined. I think it is best you head through the catacombs and follow Kabash's trail.
Okay, what is in there?
Certain things you must see for yourself.
Okay, can I have your name? Like, who are you?
You'll need it to open the gate.
Okay, thank you. You know, I do kind of want to know who you are.
I was a
So everybody's bald in this game.
At 19, I left Corinth for Rome to study rhetoric at one of her finest academies, so I could argue more forcefully. Back then, I used to enjoy verbally sparring with everyone I could, and I was good. One night, I found myself in a tavern in an argument with a drunk mercenary. It became heated, he drew a gladius, and I won the argument, but lost my life. I woke up on the banks of the Styx at a campfire opposite Karen. Of course, I tried to persuade her to let me return, but even with all my skill, I failed. I settled in, made friends, and learned what I could, quickly realizing our little community faced certain death under the Golden Rule. So I began looking for a place to hide underground. Fortunately, I found this place waiting for me. You see, I was not the first to take refuge here. I returned to my friends above, persuaded them to join me, and 12 of us descended for the last time to live out our days hidden from Hades' tyranny.
Okay. Why can't you tell me your name?
I fear that if you were to utter my name in the city, even by mistake, that Hades would hear
The
you.
hermit philosopher.
I am still alive.
How have you strived down here?
Living in darkness is not without its challenges. The first challenge is diet. Fortunately, I found that eating fresh fish.
Oh yeah, fish? Fish was great.
Nutrients I need. And sometimes, when there are Greek people living up above, I surface at night and salvage the offerings they've left in the temple of Demeter. The greater challenge is the isolation. So I like to imagine arguments, where I argue both sides.
That's me in the shower.
But, like so many things in life, arguments are better with a partner.
Okay. How about something else? I think that's all I need to know. I'll be going now. I will keep your presence a secret. I have no reason to go against you. Climb up this, thank you. Is this where I came in? No. Maybe, wait, how did I get here? Yeah, I came in from this direction.
You've returned.
I mean, I haven't really left. Okay, so that's the catacomb. So that means that this is something different. Wait. Or does that just loop back? That just loops back. Okay, that's like the Skyrim door. What is going on here? Okay, never mind. We'll ignore it. Okay. Please, there we go. Hello? Anyone down here? Got some skeletons. Apparently he's been keeping all these torches lit though, so, you know. Good. You were just a dead end. Oh, more freaking. That's not even the golden bow. Gold me up, gold me up. Oh,